specify what this means, please?
Hey, what does this mean if I put this on?
What do these represent?
What
Right,
does
so,
it mean?
God above you, right?
Right, so God above you, and
Always.
for the time being, you can't be anti-Semitic or anything.
Oh.
Just as long as you keep it on your head.
Oh, you see me? I love God. I love everybody.
I love God. I'm very religious.
We need to bring out the Stop Asian Hate chopsticks.
his head up? Now I'm confused.
You know, I'm not really in the mood, but I think you guys, with a lot of the evil
No,
actions...
no, hold up. Bro.
Got me.
So,
Give me this. They trying to set us up. They trying to cancel us in some way, shape, or form. I just want everyone to know on this stream, I believe in God. We all believe in God. So don't take this the wrong way when we get set up, because that shit not cool at all. I am a firm believer in Jesus Christ and the Lord. We prayed before we did this podcast. So
We sure did.
please do not take this the wrong way, because someone is trying to set us up for failure. Thank you very much. I only
do you
fear
believe-
God.
Do you believe they prayed before?
Definitely not.
Oh, okay.
Nah, they definitely did pray before. Hey, now they had an Asian driver in the car that was praying that was gonna make it to this.
Yeah. For real.
I'm not gonna
Sorry,
lie.
did I say that?
I really do not appreciate that you said we didn't pray, because I really do believe in God, and I don't appreciate you getting a little. You denying my faith, so what's good?
Right, you know, I'm not really denying your faith. I'm just saying that, you know, from my definitely educated assumption, I would say that you probably did not pray before this, you know, for any reason that would not be biased. You know, I could be wrong. It doesn't really matter, though.
But I just want to know what led you to believe that.
Because, you know, I was a little bit confused on what you guys do. I'm still a little bit confused. You know, I definitely have no knowledge of what they do.
What do you do besides crash award shows?
I just talk a lot, and I'm very educated.
You are. You're 15. You're educated.
Extremely.
Okay.
Wait, so you're confusing what all of us do, or?
No, I know what you do. You're like the manager. I was just...
Yeah. I'm a professional dancer, so I've been on tour with Lil Baby. I danced for Janet Jackson. I've been on NBC World of Dance. I used to live in LA. I have a lot on my resume. I'm also very educated. I graduated high school a year early. I do real estate. I'm a social media manager. And yeah, what do you do?
You know, again, I wasn't really talking to you, you know, just from what they said they do was a little bit evil. And, you know, I was just kind of thinking about it. I wasn't very happy. That's why I had to bring out the little keepers for everybody.
Okay, I what?
Well, like, these are my models too, so what does it make me look like saying that you're saying my models are evil? Because wouldn't I be, because in your mind, I'd be the devil.
Yes.
So you think I'm the devil because I make the money.
Why do you think what we do is evil?
Well, obviously, if we're just going from a religious perspective, it's very evil. You know, it's definitely against God, so I feel like it would be very hypocritical to say that you prayed before this. If anything, would be a mockery of God.
I'm gonna cut in. I respect. I'm gonna say this. I
have something to
respect.
say
I
after.
respect your beliefs. I don't respect you being on your phone while I'm talking to you, though.
Well, what you looking at your phone, buddy?
Right, you know, I'm actually looking at my notes.
Well, what you got on your notes, buddy?
Oh shit, he got the notes out. It's
Get,
getting serious. It's about to get
Let me
serious,
just
chat.
show you what I got on my notes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
It's a little bit hard to see, but you know,
Cocoa
definitely
melon?
some very serious stuff.
Cocoa melon is literally what you have in your head.
Exactly.
Anyways, what I'm going to say is when you believe in God, you have free will. Therefore, if you're not educated enough, obviously, you don't understand this concept of a different religion. Because, like you said, I don't know what you believe in. I don't know your exact beliefs, but I respect that we can have an agree to disagree moment. God does have free will, and we are able to do anything we can except the unforgivable sin in order to, be fine. So you saying that we're evil because they do something is absolutely 100% incorrect.
Right, I never actually said that they were evil. I just said that the actions they committed were definitely evil in the eyes of God.
How are you God?
Yes.
You're putting yourself above. Are you?
Bro is
That's
God.
evil.
Bro is God.
That's literally
That is
evil.
crazy.
Are you even educated? You understand that you saying you are God is against God.
I would disagree.
Oh, dude, we're talking to the third coming of Christ.
This
right
is literally Antichrist
This
right
is-
here.
now. This is crazy. I see you with the whole Yeezy fit, my guy. You gave it.
Wait, I'm sorry.
He got the whole Yeezy fit on.
Wait,
Come on,
hold on. Now this is all making sense.
No, it's making sense.
Now it's all making sense. Okay.
See,
I get it now.
Look. Okay.
Okay. Continue.
So you.
I wasn't saying anything.
He
No,
wasn't saying.
I get it now. Okay. What do you want to say, Sophia?
Honestly, I forgot it now.
Okay.
No, let me me just ask you a question about your job. Let's say a couple of years pass, and it doesn't
feel
really
like this
work out.
accent's
You kind of
fake.
have a bad reputation. I'm just kind of curious as what type of job you would go into. Maybe bark on the street like a dog, or what you would be interested in.
Actually, what I plan to do with everything is save up money and buy some properties, play Monopoly basically, and help my family out in the Philippines. So you say that what I do is evil, but what I do with my money is gonna help out a lot of good. You know what I mean?
It
I want
doesn't
to
excuse
help.
the actions, however.
You literally just said you're God. That doesn't excuse anything.
So how would you? Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, I was mad. Sorry, my puppy is going crazy.
Oh, I thought that was like I thought that was like a little kid or something. I was like,
My
nah.
puppy does. So let me ask you this. Okay, let me cut in here.
Yeah.
Let me be devil's advocate.
Okay.
So you're saying, you know what I mean? Their line of work is not what you would find based.
Definitely very evil, and just not to interrupt you or anything, but I would kind of like to say, if we look at it from a philosophical standpoint, we can actually look at people and look at data from, very reliable places from colleges like Carnegie Mellon, who've actually studied and showed that, a vast majority of the people who use OnlyFans would be considered evil by most perspective. And not only that, but, they are very messed up in the head.
Go on. Tell me more. Tell me more about
Right, I actually have a specific example with me today. I kind of memorized it in my head. But we can look at a very popular person, Bibi Netanyahu, who's actually, considered a genius from his friends, his family, his foes. And then he actually stated that after he started using OnlyFans, and I just want to put this into perspective, this was somebody who actually, went to Oxford. He got his master's degree from a golf course. This is a genius. And this guy stated that after he used OnlyFans, his kids left him, his dog ran away, his whole life just started losing it.
Start getting the wrong brand of cereal and everything.
Everything started to go down directly after OnlyFans, and, statistics would prove that, it is definitely an evil practice.
Exclamation point Discord. We are gonna get some of y'all in here to ask Brody some questions. Again, exclamation point Discord, because he's ready to cook. Bro said he came to cook this time, so get in there and we're gonna put some of y'all in. Okay, cool. So any rebuttals? What would you say you feel when you're doing spicy stuff? Or do you feel evil while you're doing it?
No, I don't feel evil at all because I know that the money I get from it will do good. I know I want to do good with the money I earn. I want to help out my family in the Philippines who are living currently in poverty. I want to be able to travel and share like the love. That's the thing. Success isn't what you wear, designer, all that shit, the car you drive. It's when you change people's lives around you. That's real success. And that's what I want to do with my evil money.
So hypothetically, let me play devil's advocate because you're amazing, and I feel like what I mean.
Oh shit, the champ.
I feel like you're amazing. All right, but in this scenario, if Superman wanted to save a baby falling from the sky, but he ran through 30 people to do it, is it justified?
I kind of get what you're saying because he's still saying it's evil no matter what you do. Like say like I'm an internet scammer. Like I could scam people in poverty, but then I could donate the money. You know what I mean? But it's like I honestly.
But two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah, exactly. Two wrongs don't make a right. So I actually am understanding what he's trying to say.
That's true. I agree with that.
But
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Brody. This is gonna be a hard one. Go ahead, and show your championship belt. Go ahead.
Right. So here's the belt.
Mm-hmm.
And, this actually signifies that I'm the champion of the world.
But
All right, so let me ask you this.
It's giving tyrant.
Because do you think they'll be able to change?
Right, even if they don't change, you can do whatever you want. As they said, they have free will. I just think the main part of it, you can disagree on a moral level whether or not their actions are evil. But when I bring up actual data and statistics from reputable sources like Carnegie Mellon College, they don't really have anything to say. When I bring up specific examples like Bibi Netanyahu, his kids left him, his wife left him, his dog ran away again.
You got BBL.
It's all, yeah, exactly.
BBL,
it's all silent.
BBL Yahoo.
BBL Yahoo.
Yeah, BBL Yahoo.
So let me ask you this though. All right, because I asked them a tough question. So hypothetically, there's this woman, right, named Monica Lewinsky.
All right, so you guys got the gist of the video. I don't agree with him calling himself God, but you can tell that the women were hot and bothered because at the end of the day, and this makes me so mad too. You know, we're all sinners. You know what I mean? We're all sinners, but at the same time, like you're kind of like digging yourself into a hole by trying to justify. Now that's where it's wrong. That's where the problems start. It's when you try to justify your sin. You know what I mean? And then you claim that you're religious and you believe in God. And these women are godless. Okay? These women are completely godless. They have no fear of God whatsoever. So for her to bring God into this was utterly ridiculous because we already know that no Western woman has fear of God. Absolutely none. Even the ones in the church don't have fear of God. You know what I mean? And the thing is, with this young kid, I think he's like 15 years old or something like that. You can already tell he's wet behind the ears. You can already tell he's hip. Because here's the thing. I'm going to be honest. I never really have met a spiritually inclined woman in the West. I only knew like a couple, but they were already spoken for when we did our our meetings with when the Senegalese community got together. What we would do like meetings and talk and also do dhikr, meaning remembering God. That's the term that we use for remembering God. And so those were spiritually inclined women, but again, they were already spoken for. You know what I mean? They were already spoken for, so I didn't even bother. So what I'm trying to get at is that don't let these modern women be hypocrites towards you. You know what I mean? That woman with the deep voice that said that, the cars and the stuff and everything doesn't matter. It's just the lives of the people that you change that matter. Don't fall for that lie. I mean, because it's really a blatant lie. Darn well, dang well, when she gets like a certain amount of money, that the first thing she's going to go do is get a Birkin bag. You know what I mean? And one thing that needs to be said too is that what this clip shows me is that modern women will try to justify every single thing that they do, no matter what. It's gotten to the point where they feel like they're not wrong at all. They feel like that they can't be wrong, that that no mistakes can be formed on them at all. That's the point it's gotten into. And as I sit here on this New Year's Eve, according to their holiday, according to their calendar, not according to the one I go by. But anyhow, the ironic thing about this whole situation is that they're going to be drunk. They're going to be engaging in God knows what kind of activities. And I know it takes a certain human being and a certain type of character to refrain from those activities. But if you do refrain from those activities, you won't regret refraining from them. That's the thing. And so what I'm saying is that even in that little snippet that we listen to, you can hear that they let this 15-year-old boy trigger them. I don't know how old they are, but then you heard the one say, you heard the one say that she actually what did she say? Oh, that she used to live in Los Angeles. Like that's like me. I can say the same thing. Oh, I used to live in Los Angeles. I can say the exact same thing, okay? I can tell you where I live right now, and it's not going to mean a big deal. It's called adulting. If you say you live in New York, if you say you live in Chicago, if you say you live in Miami, if you say you live in Houston, if you say you live in Atlanta, you're adulting. What does it matter? Pretty much everywhere across the United States is expensive anyway, as it stands. So why are you saying that you used to live in Los Angeles? You can tell that they were triggered, you know. Well, I don't believe in his blasphemous statements, you know what I mean? I believe in his points. I didn't even know that about Netanyahu. You know, I really didn't even know that happened with Netanyahu. But let this be a kind of reminder to us guys, because here's the thing. I've been, since the last live stream that I did, and how I talked about the pineal gland, that third eye, I really been tapping into like that third eye. And the thing is that like, you know, luckily with us Muslims, we have, we have, I want to say, our sajda and sujood, and you know, that can activate our pineal gland. You know, that can activate our inner vision. And I encourage all my subscribers to try to activate that inner vision so it can save you from Jezebels like the ones we just heard. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to give you some examples. And I'm not saying that mine's is activated, but I'll give you some examples. I'm not trying to brag, but I have like a heightened sense where something will tell me, repel that person. Like, just try to repel that person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't really entertain that person. It's something inside of me that allows me to do that. And then there will be something that person does that will let me know, okay, my intuition didn't fail me. And it's happened a lot with modern women. As a matter of fact, 99% of the time I'm right. You know, there was one instance where let me see. There was one instance where there was this one Bonnet Brigade, Keisha. And like she was trying to be all friendly to me, and I just gave her yes or no answers and things like that. And then when she was talking to other people, it all started coming out. Single parent of 2, masculine as hell, all the things that I don't like just started to come out. And granted, if I didn't have that pineal gland like fully activated, I try to activate it more and more each day, then I wouldn't be able to have that insight. And I'm going to tell you something. There's many books too. There's actually a handbook on Islam. But it, you know, this book, this is for, you know, this is for, I mean, I encourage Muslims to tap into it. However, it's pretty much for, I want to say, those who want that like spiritual insight, or who want to unlike that spiritual insight, because it does talk about the inner eye and things like that. And so that's how you have to look at a modern woman, is with your inner eye. You know what I mean? You can't take everything, you can't just go by the physical form that they show you. You have to also go by the spiritual form, which they don't have. You know, I mean, I'm not going to say they don't have a soul, but I will say that, you know, as of right now, they're kind of like, there's no hope for them. You know, that's the thing. There's really no hope for them. They're, uh, you know, I hate to say it, but they're done. You know, they're finished. And I know this is going to sound harsh, but even judging by that clip, they're finished. You know what I mean? Because the thing is about that is those were women. Okay? That was a little boy, basically. His brain isn't even fully developed yet. But they still let him get to them. So what I want to say, and I want to end on this note, okay? You must stay ahead of the game, okay? The thing is, these modern women engage in activities that, like, I think they say, class, like, calcify or something, calcify their pineal gland, like it calcifies it. Um, Now, many scholars have dug into this you know, this pineal gland that we speak of. Many scholars have dug into this. You know what I mean? And the thing is I'll try to read something about it real quick, and then I want to talk about what modern women are doing that goes to show that they have no insight at all. That 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 they have no insight whatsoever. Let me see. Okay. Now I want to say something. Okay, I want to say something, and then I'll go on to like like why modern women can never have an inner eye. Um, you know, your insight, your insight is kind of similar to light. And what I want to say is, you know how they have like a light bulb when someone thinks of like a good idea? You know, when someone has like a aha moment, you know how they have a light bulb? That's kind of like what happens to your pineal gland when it's like, when you see something that you're like, dang, like you're like, oh crap, I didn't realize that until now. You realize it because you're getting opened up. You know what I mean? And and that opening up comes from having fear of God. Because if you do have legitimate fear of God, and not like that fake fear of God that one woman was saying, she said she feared God. I don't know why she was lying. You know, just a blatant lie. But if you have that fear of God, then He'll show you things that maybe you couldn't see, like by normal means. You know what I mean? And so the reason why that hold on. The reason why the reason why they they are going to have like calcification of their pineal glands, modern women, is a couple of things. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple of reasons. The first reason is because of fluoride. They drink a lot of alcohol. Okay, they guzzle alcohol. And alcohol has a lot of fluoride in it. You know what I mean? Um, the second reason I'm going to leave y'all with is, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious why this happens. Um, I'm going to tell you right now. So, the thing is about it is that the the reason why they have like that pineal gland, um and I'm not a doctor, you know, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but but let me see. So another thing is due to a large number of their sexual partners, you know, due to the simple fact that they're having so many sexual partners. Um, the thing is with that, um, they have which one call it? They have, I want to say they have they have you know, they're gonna have a cyst in their pineal gland from all that sexual activity, all those fluids exchanging. Because I'm gonna tell you something about them. Like for the most part, they don't want you to use a condom. They'll say that they're on birth control or something like that. They don't really want to use condoms. Like for you to use a condom, it's always like I'll get a plan B for the morning after or something like that. So I want you guys to just like keep this in mind too, and let this be a reminder for us. I know it's a hard journey to like fulfill, but if you decide not to entertain these modern women here and put in the effort to entertain them, then I think the best thing for you to do now is to like even not look at OnlyFans and stuff like that if you're in that situation, you know. And it's a problem that those guys who are on OnlyFans who are paying for them, they do have something psychologically wrong with them, maybe too. You know, like paying for paying for this content and things like that. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this and just yeah, just understand, guys, that you know these women, yeah, they're too far gone, you know. But I want us to keep our third eyes activated, you know. But anyhow, Fool is signing out. SYSMB. Save yourself, Muslim brother. Yeah, I'm off till the next one. Njad